Afternoon, how you doing? I hope you're really well. Let me just adjust my camera. I don't think I've got it right, and then it looks a bit dodgy. So I'm here with my cuppa. I thought I'd have a cuppa with you today. So, do you eat your feelings? I've talked about this before. People eating their feelings. I used to be an angry eater. So if I got in a mad temper, I'd be troughing. I used to angry eat. I definitely used to do that, 100%, yeah. But this is where you can be slightly irritated in 1982 and be then several stones heavier and absolutely livid in 2022. And I've talked about this before, and we often fear strong emotions. But I want to put out there that emotions are simply messages from the body. That's all they are. They're just messages from the body. And so I talk about the emotional eating postman all the time. So the emotional postman comes along to deliver his message, and he knocks on the door, bang, 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 yeah? And you go, I'm at work right now. I haven't got time for you. So you throw out a bag of crisps to him. And while he's eating the crisps, he's quiet, but he's not delivered the message. So then he knocks on the door again, and you go, I don't want to feel you right now. I don't want to hear this message right now. And so you give him some chocolate, throw out some chocolate to him. And while he's eating the chocolate, he's quiet. He's quiet. And then he still hasn't delivered the message. And the thing is, he will keep knocking until he's delivered the message, but he's getting frustrated now. So then soon he's screaming through the letterbox to deliver the message, and those feelings can become overwhelming, and soon a bag of crisps won't do it. You need 6 packets, and soon to shut him up you're going to need 6 pieces of chocolate instead of just 1 bar, and things like that. So eating emotions down, if you don't listen to the message, you're going to need more and more food to settle that postman down delivering his messages. So as bad as it is for people to not hear us, not acknowledge us, not understand us, things like that, or not appreciate us, for example, it is worse when we do not listen to ourselves, if we don't hear ourselves, and we don't appreciate ourselves. It's very important that we listen to the messages that the body is telling us. Now, this is what I come across all the time, and you can comment below if you think this is true of you. But when someone's been anxious a long time, or maybe they've suffered depression a long time, they almost take it on as a personality trait, and your emotions are not your personality. It isn't who you are as a person. It is just messages delivered to you by the body and the mind, and just to say whether you're happy or you're sad or you're joyful or you're angry or you're frustrated. They're just messages. They aren't part of your core identity. They aren't part of your personality. But when we get attached to an emotion, and we've been eating it down a long time, the body can treat it like a personality trait, and then it's really hard to get out of that rut of emotion. And you're just going to need more and more food to self-soothe. Now, it's not a mistake, is it? You know, when we were young, if we cried, bottle. If we cried, thumb. If we cried, sweeties. If we cried, dummy. Yeah, so everything just went in the mouth. And that's why they often say that it's very similar neural pathways in the brain. Eating, drinking, smoking. It's all self-soothing, isn't it? It's all self-soothing actions that has been trained into us from a really young age, So I wanted to ask the question whether have you got a very early memory of self-soothing with food? Have you got a very early memory? I ask people that and they go, that's a weird question to ask. But it's good to remember, and it might not even be the first time, but it's good to remember your earliest memory, because we can neutralise it right there. because that's your blueprint. That's what you learned. You learnt it right there. And it's nobody's fault, and everybody was just doing the best they could with the resources they had. But we can still neutralise it. And you can move forward then without that trigger. Now, when people come to work with me, the thing that I see the most often is people get triggered and then the program activates and then they hit the food. So you might get stressed at work, the program activates, you head for the vending machine. Yeah? You get upset after a fight, after a partner, the program is activated and you head for the kitchen for the biscuits. Yeah? It's always activated by emotion. Everything we do is often activated by emotion. So I really want you to think about this. And so I wanted to ask, how long have you been eating your emotions? How long has that been going on? How long has the emotional postman been knocking at the door trying to deliver his message? Do you struggle with stress? Do you struggle with excessive amounts of stress, anxiety, depression? Do you struggle with excessive amounts of anger? I've just had a little talk with John, who I work with as well, and I always remember John, I told him about being angry and I thought it was quite a motivating emotion. I remember John saying to me, but Anna, you don't have to be livid to get things done, you know? So we don't need to eat in this highly emotional state, and plus the emotional state we eat in will dictate how the body uses the food, and normally it will store it, yeah? So it's not going to utilise it. It thinks World War III is going on out there. So if we're always eating in a high state of anxiety or stress or anger or whatever emotion it is, then it's not going to be utilised the same way as if we were relaxed and things like that. Now, we are emotional feeling beings, aren't we? We're emotional feeling beings, so we're not going to become cold-hearted and unfeeling. But we don't need 25 years worth of anger. Yeah, we don't need 25 years worth of anxiety. We just need to approach the day with the amount that's in the day. And that's usually a fraction of what we're actually dealing with. Yeah. Now I'm putting together a few ladies to be emotional binge eating for my food freedom program. And if you'd like some more information, I just want you to post below postman. I like that. Just post below postman and I will post into your messenger box my Google Doc with all the information. So if you would like to join the Food Freedom Program and just get rid of the man, not the man, it could be a woman, it might not just be a man, your emotional eating postman. If you want to get rid of the postwoman or the postman screaming through your door, that's scuppering your efforts to lose weight and causing you to emotionally eat and binge, then just post below postman. I like that. I like having a postman actually. I did have a postwoman for a while, but I've got a postman now. And I just want you to post that below and I will send it right to your messenger. So I hope you're very well, and I just want you to think about just that, because I've been thinking about it today. Oh, I was a vicious angry eater. I used to eat out of viciousness. But I don't do that now because we don't need to. We can remove the program. So happy Tuesday. I hope you're very well and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.